David, are you choppy at the bit to be able to go back and do sports, or is this stock stuff fun enough that you don't mind the delay?
I'm enjoying the stock stuff. My firm, DDTG, we've made our mark, so I wasn't expecting that. So it's been fun, but I'm a sports guy. I'm a sports bettor. I want sports back. And when it comes back, that's going to be where my focus is. But for now, I am having fun with the stock game, as you well know. Yes, well, Erica, is the stock book is not as much fun to me as the sports book. And I know you know the excitement of sports, and I think you also recognize the value of it. Are you surprised, and we're going to get to everybody on this one, but surprised that DraftKings is worth $13 billion, but somehow Penn is worth $4 billion? Should it be reversed?
It should be reversed. I think what you'll see is this fall and going into 2021 and 2022 and beyond is we're going to crush it. Like, there's no audience like Barstool's audience. There's no fan base like ours. There's no talent like Dave and Dan Katz and other personalities here. And look, we're going to drive a tremendous amount of value for Penn. Look at what's happened around their stock. Look at what's happening around our brands during the pandemic. Like, we are just getting started. And I think you're going to see an incredible level of growth, not only for Barstool Sports, but also for the sports book.
Erica, do you think that there will be a football season?
Yes, in some shape I do.
Some shape, okay. Now, David, let me ask you, it's hard, I just asked Erica a decent question. DraftKings versus Penn National. Now, there is a fellow at Deutsche Bank, this good firm, he seems to disagree with all of us about the value of sports gambling and what it means. What is he missing?
Well, I think, he's missing a lot of what we do for the same reason that TDTG has been popular, and the same reason that everyone's focused on what I'm doing or watching Dan, Big Cat, and another employee of ours. There's 160,000 people watching him play a fake video game at night. He's missing what a stranglehold I believe Barstool Sports has on the sports gambling public. So, listen, DraftKings I've worked with for 10 years. I was offered equity in DraftKings a decade ago.
Right.
So we helped build that company. But I
you're
think
friends with them, right? I mean, you have a good relationship with them.
Yeah, we have very good.
Yeah.
But I couldn't be more confident once our sports app launches that we will be a dominant player in the game because nobody speaks to the audience like we do. It's why DraftKings, why FanDuel all paid us millions of dollars to advertise. Penn doesn't have to do that. They get the whole kit and caboodle, and we're going to drive every ounce of energy. What I'm doing now is stocks. What Dan does with video games. What we do with all 100 of our content employees, it's all going to funnel to Penn. I wanted more equity in Penn when we did this deal. I asked Jay, because I am a risk taker. I'm a sports gambler by nature.
Right.
I can't be more confident in what we're building. Obviously, I'm biased, but I put my money where my mouth is. I think Penn's going to be a very strong player.
Well, Jay, can you explain the economics of having the physical casino and why I know people don't think it matters because they figure everything's going to be online, but the physical casino is actually a tremendous asset in the world of sports gaming.
Well, think about it this way, and Dave and Erica can certainly speak to this, but when we talked about bringing these two companies together, one of the things that Erica and Dave were most excited about, and Big Cat and others at Barstool, is they finally now have great destinations to activate their sports betting loyal audience. So we can do events at our sports books. They're all in the process of being rebranded to Barstool Sports Books. The adjacent sports bars are being rebranded to Barstool Sports Bars. But to be able to activate the audience and put on a great time. So there's a lot of customers, regardless of demographic and age, that enjoy a brick and mortar experience. Some prefer a digital experience, and many prefer both. We're the only company out there that's going to be able to deliver on both.
You are absolutely right.
Across the country, as sports betting and iCasino is legalized in a number of jurisdictions, and we have some of the most quality regional casino brick and mortar destinations in the country. So we think those two things in and of themselves, when you combine Penn and Barstool, is a real differentiator.
All right, and Erica, let me leave you because I know we've got to get rolling, but we mentioned Big Cat a couple times. Now, in my office, Dave, don't take this wrong. Big Cat is as popular as you. Okay? People
I took
stop
that
and
wrong.
listen.
That's insult. I took that hurt.
But how do you get the word out that you're more than just a guy at a company, Erica, because you and I both know this is an enterprise, and you guys are an enterprise affiliated with another good enterprise. And I've always been surprised at how One Bite doesn't get enough focus, that Big Cat doesn't get enough focus. It's time, right?
Focus from who, Jim?
Well, from Wall Street. I think Penn should be higher.
Of course. Look, I think we are the fastest growing brand and have the fastest growing collection of brands on the internet. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. We're the fastest growing on the fastest growing mediums on earth. People don't have eyes for that. And I think the same thing has happened to Penn stock is people don't have eyes for it. Or, like some analysts, they're looking in the wrong direction.
And the good news is, Jim, we'll be able to prove it. So, once the apps launch and once the casinos are all up and we're doing events, the numbers will speak for themselves. I've delivered on everything I've promised for 2 decades. I'm pretty confident we'll deliver.
You know, I have no disagreement, which is why I was thrilled to have you guys back on and why I stuck with you all the way down. And I think you're much undervalued versus some of the other people we've mentioned in this segment. That's Erica Nardini and Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports and their great partnership with Jay Snowden, CEO of Penn National Gaming. And I'm like, again, the partnership is skin in the game, as Dave Portnoy would tell you. Got a lot of stock. And you know what? People who like stocks in general and talk about them, they're my friends.